Okay, recording started. Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, children. Welcome to the English story of Teen Tribes. Okay, we have a special boy, Vihan, with us. Okay, shall we start today's story? It's a beautiful story. I don't know why the other children, they'll be missing the story. Okay, the story name is The Never Ending Story. Okay, once there lived a king and his name was Kalapa. Okay, and he never used to look after his kingdom. What will he do? No, he likes stories. Like we like stories, no, listening to stories. The king, no, he likes to listen to stories. He loves stories. Okay, once he get up in the morning, what will Vihan do? He has to brush his teeth, no? And then he has to go to school. But this king, no, as soon as he wakes up, what he will do? He'll ask all those scholars, no? There were many scholars in the kingdom. So he will tell them, come, start telling story. Okay, there were so many scholars in the kingdom. They used to search stories from the old books or from old library. They used to get new stories because he doesn't want to listen to the same story also. He will get bored. So he will say, no. And he appointed another 100 storytellers, specially to tell stories. And only he listens to the stories from morning when he wakes up to till he goes to the bed at night time. He will keep only listening to stories. He loves stories. Okay. So the king one day he said, all his time, entire time he used to spend with the storytellers only. Okay. So one day, no, he said, okay, come on, all the soldiers, and he wanted to make one announcement. So he called a scholar and said, okay, I'm going to write and give you this one announcement I'm going to make here. You please go and tell all the people. You know, what was the announcement? He wanted somebody to tell a story that would never end. Do you know any story that would never end?
No.
Because all the stories will have a beginning and also an end. No? Always the story will start with some beginning and it has to end only. But he made one announcement. He told the people, whoever will tell a story that would never end can marry my daughter. The daughter name is Zaidi. She is a very beautiful princess. Okay. And even I can give half of the kingdom. And even lot of jewels also I can give you. Okay. So he said, go and make this announcement to all the people. But there is one more condition he put. He said, whoever fails to tell a story, then their heads will be cut off. That is one condition. So all the storytellers, no, they were scared. They were hesitating. If I can't tell a story that would never end, then my head will cut off. No. So they were very, Anusha has joined. Come, welcome, Anusha. So this is the announcement the king said. Okay. The name of the story is The Never Ending Story. Okay, Anusha. So the king he loves stories, listening to stories. From morning till end, he will listen only stories. He will not do any other work. Only listening. Once he gets up in the morning, till he sleeps, the storyteller has to go and sit next to him and tell stories. So he never does any other work and all the scholars and other people used to look after. So one day he made an announcement. Okay, what was the announcement? He will give his daughter Zaidi in marriage to a person whoever tells a story that would never end. Can we find a story that never has an end? No, we can't find a story. For a story, there is a beginning and also there is an end. Okay, it may be a small story, 2-line story, 1-minute story, or half-an-hour story, little big story, long story, a big novel. There are so many stories are there. But at some point, it will end. Okay, you might see a big book also, story book. But at the end, there will be, at the last page, there will be an end. The line will end, finishing the story. But this king made this announcement. Okay, I will give my daughter, I'll give half of my kingdom, I'll give lot of jewels. Okay, whoever tells me a story that would never end. But there is one condition. Whoever fails to tell the story, then their heads will be cut off. So all the storytellers, they were very scared. There were many good storytellers were there, but they were all scared. They were hesitating. If I can't, no, then my head will go, no, I will lose my life. So they were not attempting at all. But few people, no, they wanted to give a try. So they said, okay, king, oh majesty, I will try. So they went and started telling stories. Few of them, they told stories for weeks, but they could not continue after that. Some of them told stories for months, 2 months, 3 months also, they continued the story without any break. But again, the end came. The story ended. So what was the punishment? They lost their lives. Their heads were cut off. And when the storyteller tells the story, the king also should not interrupt or ask any question. That is also one more condition was there. Soon many people, they tried to tell the story, but nobody succeeded. Okay, so the king was little sad. He said, what should I do? Is it a good thing? But he wanted to just keep that word only, that announcement, whatever he had made, he wanted to keep that. He said, somehow somebody will come. Okay, he was waiting. And the day arrived. You know, one young gentleman came. Okay, very simple young man he came. He bowed to the king and he said, I will tell you a story that has no ending. The king was surprised. Okay, start. So he started the story. Once upon a time, there was a ruler, was a mighty king, but he was very greedy. He desired to become rich. He wanted to become rich. So what did he do? He seized. Seized means he forcibly took all the corns. You know corns, no? Sweet corn. He forcibly took all the corns that were in this kingdom. He collected everything and then he started storing it in a granary. Do you know what is a granary? Granary is a building where you store all the grains. Okay, a big building, a big house like that. So he told all this, that king told his soldiers to construct a very big building so that he could store all the corns. He forcibly took corns from his people and he stored it in a big building. And he told that bricklaying people, no, he told them to seal it off. Seal it off means to close it off. Okay, without any gap. He told them to seal that building. So the bricklayer also sealed the building, but accidentally they left a very small hole. What was left in that building? There was a very small hole. Okay, it was accident. They forgot to close that hole. Now, after few days, it was sealed. There was no other space or open space or nothing was open. The building was closed completely without this small hole, very small hole. Okay. Now, after few days, there were a lot of locusts. Do you know what is a locust, Anuja?
No.
No. Locust is like a grasshopper. You've seen grasshopper, no? It's like a
Yes.
it's like a grasshopper insect, which they usually fly with groups, fly in groups. Okay. And what they do is they will destroy the crops. Okay. They will eat all the grains and they will destroy the crops. They fly in groups only. So these locusts, suddenly one day, after few days, they started swarming on to the top of that granary. That is that big building where the grains, that is the corns are stored. So they were just circling around the building. They smelled the corns. Okay. So they know that something is inside. So they wanted to take that. So how did they take it? There was one small hole, I told, no?
But
The bricklayer forgot to close that small hole.
But it's so small. How will the locust come inside it?
The locust usually travels in groups, okay? And they travel in groups, and wherever the fields are there, they'll go and they will eat all the grains. They will destroy the crops, okay? So suddenly they smelled these corns. I don't know, from the small hole they could smell it. Insects and all, no, no, they have a good sense of smell. Okay, even the animals, they have good sense of smell, no? So these locusts, suddenly one large group of locusts came and then started circling around that big granary. And no, suddenly they found that small hole. So one locust went inside. And what did he do? He carried one grain of corn and came out. Then another locust went in and carried off another grain of corn and came out. And another locust went in and carried another grain and came out. And another locust went in and carried another grain and came out. And another locust went in and came out with another grain. And another, like this, the storyteller was telling. You know how long he was telling? For 6 months, he told the same sentence, the story. Because one by one only the locusts can go in, no? So the story, he continued like that. He continued, the storyteller continued. And another locust went in, took the grain and came out. Okay. And another locust went inside that hole, took another grain and came out. Like this, he continued for 6 months. Now the king lost his patience. He said, what is this? Huh? When he became monotonous, why you are telling, he is telling the same thing. He got so bored. He became impatient. And he interrupted the storyteller. He said, yes, I know. Let us suppose that the locusts have eaten all the grains and they've gone. Then what is the next thing? You continue after that. He asked the storyteller. But the storyteller, oh, no, Majesty, that is very impossible. Okay, I cannot just go to the latter part of the story unless I finish with the locust. So the king was little bit, what is this? So the young man continued the story. How did he continue? And another locust went into that hole, took a grain and came out. Another locust went inside the hole, took the grain and came out. Okay? Anusha, you can also tell. Vigan also you can tell. Another locust went in
And got a grain out.
and grain. So
Another locust.
and
Another locust.
and another locust and another locust. It still continued again for another 6 more months.
1 year.
Ah. Still, huh? The king asked, what is this? Still it is not over. Still the locusts have not taken all their grains. How much space is there? How much space is left? Okay. He was so becoming impatient. He asked, how much is left? Till how long it will take for the locust to clear all the grains? He was so impatient. But the storyteller said, but the young man said, that I cannot tell. There is only little space, only it is empty. A lot of grains are there. Because you have built, the king has built a very big granite. It's so big, like a big mall. Imagine it is a mall. How much grains, no, you would have stored in that. So how long will it take? He said, I don't know. Only small space only is emptied now. And he started continuing. And another locust went in and took a grain and came out. Now this time the king again asked, he interrupted. Okay, what is this? You know when it will get over? Do you know when will the grains will be emptied? Do you know the time? He started asking question. But the young man said, sorry, it's very difficult for me to tell. Okay, I cannot answer this. Okay, at present only, there is only little space only is empty. So I have to continue the story. And he started again telling. Now this time the king was he became so impatient. He said he got irritated when, okay, continue, the king told the young man. Now the young man again started continuing. And another locust went in and carried off another grain and came out. Now after another 1 hour, he got so wild. He said he got angry, burst out, enough. You take my daughter, okay? You take half of my kingdom. You take my jewels, everything. The king at last, he told. Okay. And let me not hear more of those locusts. Okay. I don't want to listen to those unpleasant locusts again. Okay. Please stop it. He told the young man. So the young man stopped the story and then he got married. He was married to Zaidi, the princess, and he lived happily. From that time, the king realized, oh, he said, I should not ask story that never ends. Okay. There should be some reason. Okay, I just simply can't say something unreasonable things or to tell the storyteller to tell a story that never ends. Okay, so he knew the mistake. Okay, and he said he started listening to stories, but from then on, he looked after the kingdom also, and they all lived very happily.
But our story ended.
Yes, we have to end the story, no? Yes, Anisha, Vihan.
I think it was way too greedy.
Hmm?
How much corn can he even have? What will he do with the corn?
He was so greedy, that king was very greedy. He wanted to become rich. He stored it so that he can sell it off by little to the people. Huh?
He's supposed to be the richest in the town.
I can't hear. Tell.
He is the king. He is supposed to be the richest in the town.
But he is so greedy. He wants more and more. That is a greedy king, no? He is not satisfied. How much ever he had, he wanted more and more and more. What we can do? That is because of his greediness. He wanted more and he stored it in that granary. And see, this all story, story inside a story. That young man was, I think he would have made up a story like this. And so nice, no? When we were children, actually, we listened to a story like that. We used to tell our people, our relatives and all, no? When they come, we'll tell them, please tell uncles and all, no? They'll say, they will also get bored of us asking, tell a story, no? Like this only, one uncle told me a story. I remember when I was a young girl like Anusha. Okay, what they will do, there the one sparrow was there in that story. Instead of locust, there was a sparrow. And they used to dry the grains on the field, no? All those small grains. So the story also went on like that. The sparrow will go pick up one grain, he will go and keep it. Like that, he continued. We said, stop. At last, we told them, stop, enough. The same, when I read this story, I just went back to my childhood. So we can also keep telling stories like this without an end, no? You can also think of, no? The storyteller was very intelligent, no? Like the story? Yes. Can I tell a tongue twister? Anything you want to tell about the story? Few words we learnt, no? Granary, locust, no? Something we don't know, no? And
I know locust.
Locust. Now you know locust. Okay, it's like a grasshopper. Okay, you can see. And granary is a building where they store the grains. You can see the picture also in your Google. Okay. Now, can I tell a tongue twister you want to try? The story is over. Anything you want to ask the story? Want to ask questions?
No.
No? Want to tell one tongue twister? Want to try this? Yes? If you want, you can write it. It's a 2-line. Pat as a pet. His pet is a fat cat. The cat is on the mat and the fat cat catches rats. Want to try? Want to write it? You can write it. Pat as a pet. Her pet is a fat cat. The cat is on the mat and the fat cat catches rats. 1 second. Okay. Vigan, you want to try this? Try. One line you can try.
Who has a cat?
Pat as a pet. Her pet is a fat cat.
Cat has a pet, and the pet
Is a fat cat. The cat is on the mat, and the fat cat catches rats.
fat cat, and the fat cat catches rats. Cat has a pet, and the cat has a pet, and the pet is a fat cat. The fat cat.
The cat is on the mat.
It's impossible. Next, after that,
The fat cat catches rats.
okay, let's start. Cat has a pet, and the pet is a fat cat. The cat is on the mat, and the fat cat catches rats.
Correct. But you have to tell fast.
Rats. Cat is a pet, and the cat. Okay. Cat is a pet, and the pet is a cat. The cat is a pet, and the pet is a fat cat. The cat is on the mat, and the fat cat catches rats.
Good. Very good. Vian, you want to try? Try something. Good.
Can I
Shall
show
we?
something?
Yes, please.
I made these homemade stickers.
Homemade stickers. Okay.
1 second. Homemade stickers.
1
second. Which one? Yeah. Right here. Can I print them out?
Oh.
This one I printed them. I printed this. Then I put them on it. Then after this, these all I made.
Oh, go green. Go be free. Go green. What was that written on the fly?
Fly
yeah?
away. Fly away.
Fly away. Okay.
I mean fly away.
Fly away. Where do you want to fly?
On the fly to Malaysia.
Malaysia. Oh.
Then I made these also.
Oh, small stickers. Oh.
Stickers is very tough to make. No, nothing like that.
How did you do?
First, my mom, she used to sell bed sheets, no? So she used to, now she doesn't because all of them got sold out and now she wants to relax. So she used to use these type of sticker papers that she moves it and then she puts it on the bed sheet cover and writes the price, or she writes that this one is damaged, or she writes that this one has a stain.
Okay, so you use those stickers?
Yes.
And then printed on that?
Yeah, the printed ones, I do it in normal paper and after that I put tape over them.
Oh.
And these ones, I have this roll like this.
Okay.
So I just remove them and cut them out.
Oh. Just
So
peel it off.
Yeah. So
Then you can stick it on your books, on your anything as
So
a bookmark.
Yeah. My friend, she started making stickers. So she gave them. So we do sticker trading. Like I give her one sticker, she gives me one sticker.